Hello and thank you for pressing play. Welcome to A Beer with Bear or any other beverage. This is episode 46, and our guest from this week from Montreal, Canada, we have the Brains. Look who's back. George, the producer.
Hello, Bear. How's it going?
Going pretty good.
You're trying to get rid of me, huh?
So you hurt your foot playing basketball, huh?
I'm a semi-athlete.
Are you sure you weren't going around kicking puppies again? And this is God's way of getting revenge?
All right, we should cut this out.
You can find us anywhere podcasts are heard. iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Republic, we're on all of them, and SoundCloud.com. As always, show your support by hitting subscribe, leave a rating, leave a review, especially if you're on iTunes, and tell your friends. And repost on your favorite social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram under Beer with Bear Pod, and Twitter at Beer with Bear. There you'll find pictures, updates for upcoming episodes, and is also the best way to contact us. All right, so the Brains. Renee on guitar, Colin on bass, Guy, a.k.a. Kitty, on drums. This was recorded in Hollywood, California at Batcave Studios before they started to record their new album. You may remember Renee from episode 42, The Acoustic Apocalypse, where him and Dusty Graves announced they were actually starting Batcave Records. We talk more about that. The Brains mini tour, getting their van broken into, which sucked, how Renee has really, really good luck, partying with Ron Jeremy, and much, much, much more. Theme music by Chris Houking, graphic design by Jeremy Fletcher, mixing and post-production by Ryan Miles. Thank you very much and enjoy. So, Colin, how often did you come to Hollywood?
I come actually really often these days.
When was the last time you were here?
Well, the last time I was here was on tour with Avatar and, of course, playing with these fellows, the Brains. But before that, I had been here for my honeymoon, and before that for another tour, so I feel like I'm here every few months now.
Okay, because I saw you at the Rainbow Room. I figure it's a tradition. Renee was here last time, and you were with Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Just a couple playboys playing.
Part of your kit when you get to Hollywood, you need to have your picture taken with Ron Jeremy. You're obliged to do that. That's what happens when you get to Hollywood.
Yeah. It's tradition for sure.
Tradition, yeah.
You're
obliged.
Yeah, you go to the fucking Man Chinese Theater. You go to the Rainbow Room and meet Ron Jeremy.
You go check out those handprints and...
Wait, I got a question though. Did he sign any parts of your body? Because I remember Renee. Didn't he sign your nipple?
Oh no, I got the extra treatment.
Yeah.
I got the one where you live here. Not the one that you visit here a lot often.
The locals deal.
Yeah, I got the locals deal, which is includes Ron Jeremy's signature. It's a little more and upgraded in the package. But
I wasn't looking for a lot of body contact with him.
No, but you don't get the signature when you're just a tourist one. You need to start living here.
I had a friend who recently fucked him.
Was this gentleman?
No, it was a she. It was one of my friends.
Oh, shit.
And it was kind of weird. She posted a picture with him, right? Then later on, she texted me, "Yeah, I hooked up with him." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a regular girl, and she banged Ron Jeremy. I don't like judging people. That's kind of fucking gross.
No, he tried to get me and Emily to go to a private party.
I mean, there's a reason why people girls get paid to fuck him. I mean, it's the way he looks.
Yeah, I mean, he's motherfucking Waluigi, He's just flapping away at you. I'm gonna win.
No, he's still going for his age, though. Everything works as far as what he needs to be done for his industry.
I mean, he exercised that muscle, so he's gonna be good for a while.
Okay, let's move on over here to the new member of the band, the drummer. I forgot your name. You told me, but I'm really bad with names.
Guy. Or Kitty, as fucking Renee calls me.
Yeah, I saw your nickname Kitty on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke, right? It's not really your nickname?
No, it's just stuck now.
Oh, okay.
It happened in Germany that we met a fan in Germany that my name is Guy, and he was like, it was loud, as clubs are. And he was like, your name's Kitty. Why is Kitty?
Because you said Guy.
Yeah,
Guy,
yeah.
And it sounded like Key.
So unfortunately, these fuckers were around to hear that, and the name stuck because then they realized I stay out till fucking 9 in the morning drinking every night and come home and then sleep all day, and they're like, you're a fucking cat.
That's a little curve in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I can make any spot happen. Like
You stretch your back out too, and put your hands up.
Yeah. So it just kind of stuck, and unfortunately, we're here now.
Okay. So how did the secret show go last night? Well, not so much of a secret. You guys spilled the beans on
mystery shit.
Sunday.
Super mystery. Well, me and Ronnie went for a swim. Yeah, me and
oh
you.
yeah, it's true. We were in a swim just before getting ready for the show. If you follow our Instagram, because
you would know what we're talking about. Yeah. But yeah, no, it went well. It was a good show. Yeah, fun show.
I know you guys spilled the beans. I like the way you guys did it too when you were on stage. You hold up like a piece of cardboard like a homeless person instead of we'll work for food. It's like, the brains are plain.
Well, that's because we can't afford actual print stuff. Like
At one point too, I saw one of the fans, I guess, in the wrecking pit with the holding it up.
we had a sign prepared and it got robbed.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's get into that. You had a bit of an emotional week. You had the tour, and then someone broke into your van and stole your shit.
Yeah, somewhere, maybe multiple people. We don't know, but
What was it?
Here, Colin.
It was in Sacramento, right?
Yeah. It was Dirty Mike and the boys in there getting all Vaseline. No, it was the first night. It was the first night of the tour, and we had just played at Holy Diver in Sacramento, and we were feeling pretty good. The first show went well, and it was like the kickoff to this whole thing. The next 3 shows after that, and then us starting to record now. And we turned into the hotel to get some rest. We woke up in the morning. There was like a small crowd of people around the van, and they were just looking at us walking up, and we're looking at them, and their expressions are kind of dropping, and we're like, oh fuck, this isn't good. And they say, is that your van? I'm like, yeah, man, that's my van. What's up? He's like, somebody stole your shit, man. And we checked it out, and the fucking window was smashed out. And they took a ton of stuff, like all the bass electronics, most of his drums, like everything except for the kick drum, because it was too big to get out the window. They took a ton of shit. And merch.
Yeah, well, you told me you stole your merch. What the fuck? How many brain shirts do you need?
What are you gonna do with a case of CDs?
Yeah, what do you fucking? Was it just CDs or like I think it was like other?
No, it was CDs, shirts, hoodies, fucking.
And your surprise sign for the show.
All of our patches were gone. Yeah, our professional sign.
Fully printed on the.
Yeah.
Done with crayon.
Yeah, it was super fucked up. And like these sons of bitches did not give a fuck. Like they stopped in the car to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, they even smoke a cigarette.
They drank up all the waters that we had in there.
They drank your fucking waters?
Yeah. Like there was cigarette ash on the floor. Ate the fucking cupcakes that the fan had given us the night before. It was fucking brutal, man. And then we called the cops in the morning, of course, and they fucking straight up said, we're not going to come down there, but you can fill out a report online.
My God.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, who has that in them? Because I've stole candy when I was a little kid, but to go to someone else's van, break the window, go in there and take shit, it's not yours. That takes
around.
And hang around and have a cigarette.
Yeah, smoke inside and.
Dude, they probably
potentially jerk off.
Dude, I was gonna say there's probably something sexual involved going on too. Were your underwear missing?
Yeah.
Check your fucking luggage.
Dirty Mike.
Yeah, Dirty Mike.
Got your gitch. No, I don't know, man. I feel like it's probably people who are motivated by an addiction of some kind.
Yeah.
Because to just go balls to the wall, rip off a fucking touring band, like there's more motivation to that than just money. And the fact that they just took electronics, which can be flipped pretty easily, whereas like guitars and shit like that are a little bit more custom and easier to spot. They wanted that quick cash where they could take in $1,000 amplifier.
They got your
and turn it over
GK
for
head,
$100.
right, for your bass?
Yeah.
I have that same head too. I was
It's a beautiful fucking head, man.
I like it, yeah.
Hey, did you see I sent you a link?
Yeah, you sent me a link to a GK head in Sacramento, but it was posted 13 days ago, which is before the theft. No, it said 13 days ago. I checked it out. It was before the theft. And it's not even the same model. Mine's a 1001 RB. That's a 700 RB.
No. Oh, okay. I have a 700, so you're just a little bit better than me.
I got that big dick.
Just a little bit.
All right, cool, man. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So you had an emotional week, but you also had. Didn't one of your shows get canceled too? Because
No.
Nope.
Hold on, go here.
No.
So what happened after that? So after that, we're like, okay, we're freaking out. The same day, we're freaking okay. So I start calling friends. Okay, we need some gear, and everybody started going like, you should have like maybe some help, like a GoFundMe thing. And no shit. Right after that, well, Colin's wife decided to start a GoFundMe, and after we finished our paperwork and all that stuff for the cops and changing the window, because we had to change the window too.
Yeah.
We started driving towards, where was it?
Robles.
Paso Robles, we were there. And we're driving, stressing what we're gonna do. And then like, Turbo AC decided to lend us some stuff over there. But we get over there, and it's supposedly the show is canceled. I was like, we're like, what? We just drove. Oh, we just saw your feed that said that you got your instrument stolen. So
Yeah, but it's gonna take more than that to fucking get us to cancel a show. Like we've driven through fucking snowstorms and like all kinds of crazy shit. We did that entire tour where Kitty had a fucking broken foot, and that didn't stop us. So like missing.
We'll play on pots and pans. Well, fuck it,
Yeah.
And so we're like, no, exactly.
And I had called the promoter and said, hey, we're going to be like an hour late because it took forever for the guy to come fix the window. But
I just got confused. I guess people played this like telephone game where like you say something and then you don't know really what's the truth after, and then they end up meeting the person whose the reality is, and it's completely different, So it was just confusion, and then I said, no, it's okay. We're here now. We're going to do the show. So we did the show.
I believe you mentioned too that they said they didn't really promote it too well.
no, the promoter completely fucked off. The promoter didn't even show up to the show.
Yeah, that's happened to me before too. One time I did a show with the 6 Sinners and a bunch of other bands like the Wrecking Dead, and we went all the way to Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
We show up to the show, promoter's not there, no one's there, and like, oh yeah, the show's canceled.
It's fucking dog shit, man.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we'll play.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need a promoter. Just get somebody to work the door.
A lot of the time too, they don't want to pay the bands as well.
Yeah, of course.
you have to make sure you play.
That's why you work with a great company, a good, super good company like Atomic Booking is the one that takes care of us. And it's like, they're super professional, so it always works.
We have
like
contracts with them, so we'll get paid eventually.
Yeah, and we're professional too. See, like even if we get our stuff stolen, like we still show up at the show anyways, and it sounds like super amazing. I even did our own sound.
Yeah. Ronnie was the sound guy.
Ronnie
on guitar, Ronnie on sound.
All right, well let's turn this episode into and let's turn to a positive note. The show on Sunday, great crowd. Probably your best for this little mini tour, you would say?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Los Angeles has been fantastic for us since the first day we showed up here. The first show in Los Angeles, it was always from that day super awesome, and we just grew more and more. More fans showed up, more friends, and now. Yeah, so that's what is cool, in LA right now. That show that we did was pretty awesome.
I also like the venue they had there too. It's my first time ever being there. Parking was a bitch, but the setup was cool. I got lost in there during the sound check. I ended up in like 3 different rooms. I was trying to find the bathroom.
There was a hip-hop show going on too.
Oh yeah, next door as well. Yeah, and then they had the tacos and French fries.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a well.
Distractions.
What? There was food?
Yeah,
there was a taco truck outside.
Taco shop. There was like a hip hop show going on too. So you had people trying to get into like both venues, but like incredible crowd. Like it was
so much fun that show. Like there was even a buddy surfer.
You brought Daniel on stage too for Screaming. That was also a little fun cameo.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm like, oh shit, we're playing right now, Screaming. I'm like,
He was right there. And
I told him like 3 hours earlier. I'm like, hey, just be ready. And I completely forgot to tell him. Like I usually like see him before the show, and I'm like, hey man. But I'm like, hey Daniel, are you here? And he showed up. He was super cool. We had a lot of fun on stage, and like I said, the crowd was amazing.
And all the other bands were fucking amazing too, from start to finish. You had amazing fucking bands. The Quakes did probably the best set I've ever seen them play.
No, it was really good.
And I've been a big fan of theirs for as long as I've listened to Psychobilly, which is quite a while. And they were fucking amazing. It was really cool to see Hillbilly Moon Explosion as well.
Yeah, that was the first time out here, right?
I don't know about that, but I mean, everyone's seen their videos on YouTube like 10 gajillion fucking times.
They have the fucking an insane algorithm for that fucking one video where she does a cameo with Sparky. I actually used to like that song. I fucking hate it now because no matter what, since YouTube has me as Psychobilly from algorithms, so whatever song I have, I'll be watching a Joe Rogan podcast video under that fucking thing with pop that video up.
Fuck yeah, man.
Well, they do that to me too.
It's algorithm. Yeah.
People are like, oh, you listen to Psychobilly? Do you like this song?
Yeah, you get along with your ads,
Yeah. and then you talk to the people in the Hillbilly Moon Explosion. They're like, we don't really know what we're doing here. We're not very psychobilly at all.
Yeah.
But they were really, really fucking cool. It's nice to hang out with them. Everyone is really nice.
All the guitars are super cool.
Creep Show kicked ass.
Yeah, I haven't seen Creep Show with their new lineup. I saw them years and years and years ago. I had to apologize to them. I threw strawberries at them from the hotel
Kendall's
balcony.
been there for like, what, 5 years now?
Almost.
Yeah. She's been there. So you haven't seen Creep Show in 5
Dude, I haven't seen him in a long, long time.
Yeah,
I had an old lineup.
Wait, back to the strawberries. Why the fuck are you throwing strawberries around?
I was really young and really drunk. I was at the hotel party. I threw strawberries at him, and I feel bad. I want to apologize.
Yeah, you do strawberries?
Yeah, from the balcony.
It could have been a compliment. I fucking love strawberries. If you threw that shit at us, I'd be like, thank you.
No, they were in the, but they were in the pool though.
They love us, Renee. They love us.
No, but they were hanging out in the pool though, so it's not really an ideal time to eat.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't think it was all of them. I just remember the singer being there. It was a blackout night.
The interview 2 seconds. I need to tell something to the band here.
Okay, cool. Take over.
Continue.
You know what though? While he's doing that, let's go to a track. I wanted to actually talk about that music video you guys did, the Witch one.
Yep.
All right, let's go into that track real quick. Here's a Witch by The Brains.
She stole my heart with one look of the eye. She used her charms, but poison left me feeling high. She's gonna use me and magic's on her mind. I feel the hex and I'm running out of time. Oh, burn the witch and send her back to hell. Burn the witch, but watch out for her smell. Burn the witch, the smoke's burning her eyes. Burn the witch and this is how she dies. She's got a broom and she's staring up the sky. She's got like magic, don't you look her in the eye. She's cold as stone and she's twisting round the fire. She'll raise the dead, flying around the funeral fire. Oh, burn the witch and send her back to hell. Burn the witch, Lord, watch out for her spell. Burn the witch, the smoke's burning her eyes. Burn the witch and this is how she dies.
No, for one, I love the intro. Colin, I'm a big fan of your bass playing because I'm actually an upright bass player myself.
Yes.
Haven't played in a long time. Took a break. But also I have the black with the white trim, like similar to you.
Yeah, you had a Slap King as well.
I have a Road King.
A Road King.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
Road King.
fancy boy. That's nice.
Well, I'm poor, but what happened was I punched a window and got glass in my hand, and
no.
The hospital didn't just X-ray it, so I left a piece of glass in there and I sued him, and I bought a Road King.
That's the way to do it, bud.
Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah, but I guess I'm fancy in that sense.
Yeah, well, it's craftiness at its finest.
Oh,
Good job.
definitely. No, it's like I said, I'm a big fan of your bass playing. You have a perfect. I guess it's a recording. I'm not sure if your style is, but it's very. It's good balance of click and bass notes. I hear every bass note, but I also get that click I love too.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's been like years and years and years of fucking dialing it in and trying to work out frequencies and like when I started. It started with like a crappy pickup. It was like an Underwood that I got secondhand, and I think that lasted a few months. And then I moved over to a K&K because that's just what everyone was using, and it was pretty much the only thing that would work for Psychobilly at the time, where you could adjust the click volume and then the bass tone quickly.
Yeah, but
separately.
but the what's it called? The preamp, you had to open it up and turn it with a little metal key.
Yeah, there
to
was
make
like a little
adjustments.
tiny screwdriver with a Velcro thing around it, and it was a huge pain in the ass. There were like these microscopic tone pots in there.
That is so impractical. I don't know why they did it that way.
Yeah, like it made sense from like the engineer's stance who put that together. Like, it's perfect. You have a tiny tool. It's self-contained.
Yeah, but bring that on the road.
Yeah, it's not great. And if you have to like, if you're playing a really wonky room where like you're standing on a sub or something and you got to change your shit drastically, then
Have you ever played like what do they call those those halls? Like they still shows in those like freaking halls like
Yeah,
have quinceañeras. That's
Yeah.
the worst thing for an upright bass. It just sounds so awful.
just echoes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just bouncing everywhere.
and then God
Yeah.
forbid you loan someone your equipment, they make adjustments on your preamp.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's nice now with Shadow making their bass pickup. It's so much easier to use, and you get a really, really good tone out of it. So I've been using that to record for the last while, and
Shadow pickups, I'll look into that.
I'm really happy with it. I think it's even cheaper than a K&K, but all the settings are external. It has like frequency notches, all these things that like Psychobilly bass players need to like quickly get rid of feedback. You're like, oh, I got a mid-range buzz. Hit the notch. Done.
Yeah.
So it's easy like that.
I remember when I first got the what's it called, the King Double Bass.
Yeah.
The thing I was happy most about it was no feedback.
Yeah, they're built like a tank. They're fucking dope.
Yeah, I remember because I used to use a cheap Chinese bass. You had to like freaking stuff the F-holes and like put tape on things. And
Yeah.
You had to like always, everyone had their own thing. I heard people would put packing peanuts in there and
Yeah,
like foam.
they're
It was
crazy
always-
shit. They would like duct tape a towel under the fingerboard so that it was pressing against the body to get it to put some pressure there so it wouldn't run away on you. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
yeah. Technology, just in the last few years with slap bass has fucking gone crazy
Awesome.
out of control.
All right, let's move on over here to Kitty. So let's talk about you for a minute. We're talking about bass and instruments with him. What about you?
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing drums for?
Oh, drums a long fucking time, man. At least 18 years, yeah. Long time, man. But honestly, it's just such a privilege to have been picked up by these guys with the Brains. Like, I was a big fan of the band, so it's been so cool for me to be able to play with them and be a part of that party, you know?
Oh, no,
For
yeah.
people just listening to the podcast, he's blowing us right now.
Yeah, right now. My hands are busy. Somebody's holding the microphone for me. I got two hand jobs going on either side.
Oh, that was really embarrassing when there was a family walking by when I was talking about the Ron Jeremy, how my
Yeah,
friend, I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
my friend fucked him. And there was literally a little kid right there. And both parents came and looked at
He
me.
was like my mom too.
Mommy, will Ron Jeremy fuck me someday?
Oh my God.
It changes life expectations there, I think.
Okay, so Renee's yelling at us. We got to move into the
Yeah,
studio
yeah.
now because
Hey,
we're
Renee.
outside.
Let's
Loitering.
go in the studio now.
All right, let's do
Okay.
this. We'll come back to this interview. Okay, so we're back. Now we're actually in Batcave Studios.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking to the drummer, Kitty.
Hello.
Okay, so we're talking about how you met the Brains and everything. So go back to that. How'd you meet these guys?
So back in 2015, when I first moved to Montreal, and I recorded the band with Rene, with a punk rock band that I recorded over there at his studio. He was producing our album, and Rene saw me play, and he like slipped his number on the table, like, "Hey man, we might need to get in touch later. Like, I might have some shit for you." I'm like, "Fuck, Rene's an awesome dude. Like, I fucking idolize this guy, you know." So, and then a few months later, called me for an audition to come for a European tour. Whatever was happening with their drummer at the time, something was going down. So I went for the audition. I really didn't think I would get it. I was the last drummer to audition, I thought they were just doing the audition as like a favor, you know, like fuck it, let's let this last guy try out. Like, let's give him the time of day. He obviously practiced, you know, and yeah, as soon as I walked out, I felt good, you know. I was like, fuck, played well. I think I gave him no choice but to hire me, you know, and
Yeah, knew already all the songs.
yeah, I learned their entire discography.
Plus, we had Getting Drunk together a couple of times before.
Yeah, he gave
Probably
me.
woke up on the same couch every so
Yeah,
often.
exactly. He gave me 10 songs to learn, and I learned their entire discography. I was like, I'm not fucking this chance up, you know.
So you have a punk background. What were some of the punks growing up you're listening to that were
I'm very
influenced
like
you?
pop punk.
Oh,
my
pop
background,
punk.
yeah. So like a lot of Blink-182,
When
like
you
Travis
said-
Barker's my idol, you know.
When you said Blink-182, you're
yeah,
serious.
like
I thought you were.
Green Day, Sum 41. Yeah, this is for real.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
Green Day, Sum 41, and even some more pop punk stuff, like even like Reliant K, that kind of stuff. You know, like yeah, very different background than what these guys came up with. But you know, for drumming, I think that was a great genre because like the drummers were more creative than kind of the traditional punk drummers, and more energy and creativity to the drum craft, you know, instead of
Yeah.
just playing like a straight beat all the way through.
Well, you
know.
mentioned Blink-182. Travis, of course, is a good drummer.
was-
Say what you want
was
about the band. That guy's a
absolutely
badass drummer.
Insane, yeah.
You
I
like
wor- I
Blink-182,
worship
but
that
you
guy.
don't know the name of the drummer.
Huh? Oh.
Awesome. All right, let's move back to Colin. So, as I was talking earlier, we're both bass guys. How'd you get your start on the upright bass?
It was kind of funky the way it started. I was on like a family weekender trip, and we had gone down to the States just to like go chill and do some shopping and stuff like that. And it was me and my brother, my mom, and then my cousins came out too. And so we went to this one record store, and I found a Give 'Em the Boot compilation CD from Hellcat Records. And I popped it in my little shitty Discman with like 5-second skip protection. And
The old anti-skip. I remember those.
fuck yeah, man. And I was going through it, and I was like, oh, this is good, this is good. I was listening to like a lot of punk and metal at the time. And then I heard this one band, and I honestly think it was Necromantics.
Oh, good choice.
And I was like, what is going on here? There's like this extra, probably that or Gargoyles Over Copenhagen. I don't remember which one it was.
Oh yeah, Gargoyles is a good one.
But yeah, so I heard this, and I heard this like extra layer of rhythm in there, and it was like this clicky sound, and I thought it was like rim shots or something. But then I was
I thought
listening.
the same thing when I heard like the Reverend Horton Heat. I thought that was rim shots.
Yeah,
it's funny you
I
say
kept
that.
listening. I was like, it's too perfectly in time with the bass. It's got to be the bass doing it. So like as soon as we got back, I went on to YouTube or something like that, and I saw the Gargoyles Over Copenhagen video. I was like, damn, that is the bass. And so then I was just like, I need to know everything there is to know about this genre. So I fucking just went out and I learned everything about psychobilly. I started listening to like all the old original bands, and I was just like enamored with it. And I was playing electric bass at the time and had been.
Question with the electric bass. When you start leaning upright, did you turn it up upright and start playing electric bass
You
like that?
bet your ass I did.
I fucking did that
You bet
too.
your ass I did. I was in a welding program in school, and I welded up a little fucking rig so that I could have the electric bass in a standing up position and fucking play that. It was awful.
Yeah.
It sounded like a trash can.
I can totally picture that right now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
young
yeah. But
Colin
I
of
was,
us.
yeah,
Face
but
upright.
I was
Beautiful.
broke and stoked, and I wanted to fucking do it. And so eventually, I pulled the fucking trigger. I had like 2 or 3 electric basses at the time, and I traded all of them in as like a down payment on this. In hindsight, pretty crappy Hofner Lerner bass that I had gotten secondhand from some music shop in Winnipeg, and I started learning on that thing. And started slow with like Johnny Cash and shit, just to like try and have a steady slap rhythm. And then it was just like faster, like that fucking scene in.
when you start hearing freaking like a Mean Traders or Os Catalepticos, you start hearing that faster. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I heard Os Catalepticos, and I was like, well, that's never gonna happen. But I don't know, might get there someday.
All right, so you mentioned how Necromantics kind of opened a door for you, and you started listening to like the original stuff, the more I guess underground stuff. Is there one band in particular that like, made you really get into it. Like for instance, I heard the Necromantics too, but then I heard something like I heard the Godless Wicked Creeps.
Yeah.
And that band was like an old school band. That fucking just grabbed
Oh,
me.
they sounded so good
Yeah.
on the CDs. Those recordings were sounding really good.
Dude,
Godless Wicked
first
Creep,
one I ever
man.
heard was She's Wicked. That intro with the upright bass, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, ding, 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 ding.
I think I mean between like Kim was definitely a huge inspiration and
No shit, you're like a baby Kim.
well, yeah. I'm Kim 2.0.
No copy bass.
But for real, Mad Sin really blew my mind because I really liked the way that the bass lines worked and how he worked in different syncopation and things like this. You know, both bass players were really good. I think 2, 3, 4 was probably the track that I was like, this is fucking dope.
2, 3, 4 by Mad Sin.
Yeah.
You want to
That-
play it? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I have my bass here. I could play it for you.
No. I'm playing on the, on the podcast.
Yeah, play it on the podcast.